Now, this is part two, but this is going to be a very short segment. I want to talk about the heart of the leadership here at St. Vincent de Paul Church. As you've heard me say, the situation, the issues that have been going on around here for years and years. Um, it took a situation that happened, which I can't talk about because I believe that is headed to the courts, so I can't talk about that on live today. Um, and I may not talk about it down the road either, but yeah, a situation had occurred here that caused the situation which you see right now with the church actually closing the gates of the park and not allowing anyone to go in there, and also the trail of yellow tape across the step area of this church. Now, I said I wanted to talk about the heart of the leadership here in talking about the past uh, priest who was part of this whole thing. And I believe that guy had a serious heart to allow these situations to continue the way they did. I guess he felt compelled because of the fact that, you know, the people were coming by here feeding homeless people, and maybe he felt the good outweigh the bad. Okay. Now they have a new um, ministerial staff here and church leader who's been here for quite some time, and under his watch it had gone on for some time. Now, I guess in his heart, and I can't speak for him, and I really can't speak for the other priests who was here and others, leadership and others. I mean, and other congregational congregation who has been here in and out of these doors. But I believe what it was, and I'm just speaking for me, that the idea of homeless people being out here and not getting nothing to eat at all, the idea of homeless people not having any place to go, you know, where in this city it may be few and far between, because anything else that may be, it may be the 16,000 to 17,000 abandoned properties that are in and around the city of Baltimore, which are much more dangerous, in the nine. So, I've seen some people come out of those places and had complained about getting bit by rats and, and all this kind of stuff, and, coming out with, situations where they actually, um, you know, had to go into the hospital and get, um, you know, pus drain out of their legs and arms and all this kind of stuff due to the um, being bit by rats and other things of that nature who come up into those properties. And not to mention the other dangers that could be in those properties. This may have seemed like a safer haven um, for some, especially the park area. It seemed like a safer haven. Uh, these steps, and because there was a time when people, it wasn't that long ago, people were sleeping up in the doorways of these churches. You see these three doorways right here, and people were sleeping there, and they had blankets and other things of that nature, to try to post up there, and and of course a lot of the food that was coming through here by the churches, they try to savor as much as they could and put it in the general areas where they were sleeping, along with the blankets and other things of that nature. But must I go any further with that? I just want to talk about that. The leadership here, the priest, you know, both the one that was here before and has retired and the one that's here now had a heart about this situation because I mean, the idea was they saw that people were being fed here, you know, that it wasn't a total loss, you know, having people, you know, in and around here, churches coming through and giving food out to the people.